If you want to develop yourself or improve your life, whether it's in the realm of education, career, or personal life, the best thing you can do is to build positive habits for yourself. This is probably advice we've all heard many times, and we all understand that it's what we need to do to improve the quality of our lives. However, we must also admit that it's not an easy task, especially when our lives are filled with so many bad habits and negative influences. Nevertheless, there's another piece of advice that says, never underestimate the changes you can make for yourself. So as long as we persevere and make an effort, our lives will improve, and we will continue to develop ourselves. This journey begins with eliminating things that negatively affect our lives. If you already have the motivation and determination, I hope that my following insights will serve as a roadmap, a specific path for you to achieve excellence in your life. So please be patient and watch this video to the end to receive the most comprehensive roadmap. Number 1. Toxic people. Not long ago, the investing genius Charlie Munger, who is 99 years old, and his 93-year-old partner Warren Buffett appeared together at a conference. In addition to discussing economic issues, the two old men shared life advice. A reporter asked Charlie Munger, "How do you become successful?" The investment sage responded with the following: "Remove toxic people from your life as early as possible." Indeed, in life, we will undoubtedly encounter some toxic individuals. These people could be family members gossiping around you, envious friends, or untrustworthy colleagues in the workplace. But no matter what type of people they will only bring endless consumption and losses to our lives. So if you want your life to be a clean page, remove toxic people from your life and don't waste your time and energy on them. However, to remove these people from your life, you need to understand that toxic individuals come in two types: emotionally toxic and habitually toxic. In psychology, there is a term called borderline personality for emotionally toxic individuals. One professor believes that the typical characteristics of this personality are: normally, they're no different from ordinary people, but when their emotions are abnormal, unpredictable consequences will occur. There is no buffer time for their emotions, and they're always in two extremes: calm or explosive. Being around such a person is like carrying a time bomb that can explode at any moment. So if you keep people like this in your life, your mind will always be like a stretched string, getting tighter every day and always worrying that they will suddenly explode. An emotionally unstable person will bring countless negative emotions to those around them, because even they can't know when they will explode and what extreme actions they will take. And we ourselves can't know if we can withstand their outbursts, so limit contact with such people to avoid feeling anxious. From there, our lives can be more peaceful. Or have you ever encountered people who are unreliable and always make empty promises? Such people lack responsibility in their work, and when problems arise, they always shift the blame onto others. These are people with harmful habits, and when you're with them, you will never know when troubles will be pushed onto your shoulders, making you feel frustrated. Working with people with harmful habits is like this. They can't handle small tasks, let alone significant responsibilities, and their lack of integrity often affects others. When things don't go their way, typically those around them will be the first to bear the brunt and pay for their mistakes. So, the closer you're to these unreliable individuals, the more significant the negative impact you'll experience. Therefore, stay away from them as soon as possible to protect yourself from unnecessary negative energy. As a writer once said, we don't have to invite everyone into our lives. Because in life, we will encounter all kinds of people. Some will bring us maturity, while others will drain our energy. For toxic people, distance yourself from them. This isn't about forgiving the other person, it's about forgiving yourself. Number 2, self-doubt. Have you ever felt like you're not good enough? Have you been afraid of messing things up even before starting? Or do you find yourself inferior when comparing yourself to others? Regardless of your answers to these questions, I want to affirm that they all share a common factor: self-doubt. You and I have both experienced moments of self-doubt. These moments are inevitable, so I've gathered some lessons to help you eliminate this negative habit, or at the very least, ease your mind when you find yourself in such a state. First and foremost, remind yourself that you're only human. There will be times when you make mistakes, times when you feel what you have isn't enough to outshine others. But if you keep dwelling on these mistakes without forgiving yourself, you won't be able to become better or excel as you desire. Therefore, practicing self-compassion and empathy for yourself is one of the essential factors to help you rise above mistakes or difficulties you encounter. Next, during moments of self-doubt, try to recall your past achievements and milestones. Think about the times when you faced challenges and a lack of confidence, but still managed to overcome them and grow to where you're now. So why can't you do it now? Similarly, remember that past failures don't determine your fate. The present is full of new opportunities. Whether you let it slide or take action depends on the decisions you make and your self-belief. Lastly, don't compare yourself to others. Perhaps you've heard the saying, "Comparison is the thief of joy." Have you? We all understand that the feeling of not measuring up to others can be disheartening, fearful, and uncomfortable. However, setting standards for yourself based on someone else's life isn't a logical mindset. It's like trying to fit a round puzzle piece into a square hole. So instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own development. Compare yourself to who you were 1 year or 5 years ago, rather than imposing yourself with someone else's standards. Number 3, unnecessary goals. Les Brown once said, "Life is a challenging and harsh journey, but if we recognize our talents and allow them to blossom, we will be well prepared for it." This quote illustrates that humans always desire success, but achieving it's not easy. However, it doesn't mean that there isn't a path leading to success. Philosophers emphasize that to achieve success, we need to start by defining our goals in life. Goals are the desires, intentions, and aspirations of individuals on the journey of life. Goals are like a compass. They help us determine our direction and steer clear of temptations to stay on the right path. However, there will be many times when we find ourselves in a vague and undefined state, lacking the clarity to discern our most important goals from the smaller ones that serve the larger purpose. Consequently, we may end up striving for less important goals instead of focusing on achieving the main ones. Hence, Stoic philosophy encourages you to eliminate unnecessary goals to prioritize your most important path. Sometimes juggling too many things not only diminishes our existing focus, but also depletes a significant amount of our energy. Renowned entrepreneur Bill Gates set specific goals, and with the right goal setting, he helped humanity utilize utility software effectively for computers. Defining goals also helps today's youth find direction, motivation, nurture their passions and aspirations for their plans. Goal setting encourages individuals to strive, make efforts, overcome difficulties, and aim for a positive and valuable life. When you have goals, it's easier to connect with like-minded people, leverage your abilities, ignite inspiration, and a thirst for life. However, to achieve success, we not only need to define goals, but also follow through. Goals that remain unfulfilled become meaningless. Setting goals isn't as straightforward as it may seem. To have proper and effective goals, we need concentration, alertness, and self-assessment. Because if we don't understand ourselves well, don't know what we truly want, setting a goal becomes a distant dream without the possibility of realization. Furthermore, we must remember that setting goals isn't just about achieving success and wealth. It's also about having a more valuable and meaningful life. Goals aren't just about the end result, they're about the journey we take to get there. On this path, we will encounter many challenges and difficulties, but if we know how to harness our talents and use them to overcome these obstacles, we will grow stronger and more resilient. Therefore, take the time to think and set the right goals that align with your true self. Focus on what you want, and keep striving to achieve them. This is the path to becoming a successful person and living a meaningful life. Number 4, other people's opinions of us. We always carry within us the fear of what others think of us. Do they believe our actions are good or bad? Or do they think that our behavior is right or wrong? I dare to affirm that every one of us has at least once given weight to the thoughts of others about us, but without realizing that sometimes these thoughts can become a burden to us. The consequence of being haunted by what others think of us is that we may forget ourselves. Human nature seeks love and acceptance from others, so we often worry about what others think of us. Overthinking this can lead to negative thoughts about life and can affect our comfort when around others. Therefore, we need to eliminate this bad habit from our lives, and letting go of excessive thoughts about other people's opinions will also help us find our true selves. Number 5, unrealistic expectations. Each of us has certain expectations in our lives. We believe that we will grow up to achieve something or become someone. However, sometimes we fall into despair because the outcomes don't match our imagination. This happens quite frequently and to everyone. especially when we realize that things don't go as planned. So what causes this phenomenon? It's because we set expectations that are too high, and in reality, things don't unfold as we wish. Consequently, we tend to feel sad, disheartened, and disappointed. As we analyzed earlier, setting goals for significant things in life is good, but it must ensure that the demands are within a certain level of our abilities and circumstances. We shouldn't hope for too much from something. So lowering expectations can make you happier. Perhaps you've heard the famous saying, "No expectations, no disappointments." Do you think this saying is correct? From the beginning, many of us believe that this is true because we feel disappointed when our expectations are not met. Life is new and constantly changing. Both you and I can never predict what will happen next. We can't hope for something that is unattainable or too far from reality. We must accept the truth that life has a plan for everyone. And you, me, we will achieve what is destined for ourselves. However, for me, this isn't a completely accurate perspective. I believe we should still set expectations, but let's establish them based on reality, so you can enjoy a more fulfilling life. Expect set goals, but if you wish for a more comfortable life, eliminate unrealistic and excessive expectations. By doing so, your life will be happier and less stressful because of this principle. Through today's video, we have explored together what we should eliminate to have a more valuable and complete life. If you find the content we shared useful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to continue accompanying us on the upcoming journey. Thank you for watching our video and see you in the next ones.